Imagine stripping away layers, not just of clothing, but of body fat, revealing a sculpted, defined physique you've only dreamt of. Does the idea of achieving a lean 12% body fat seem like an impossible feat, reserved only for professional athletes or genetic outliers? The pursuit of a low body fat percentage, particularly around the 12% mark, is a goal that captivates many. It represents not just aesthetic appeal, but often peak physical condition, enhanced athletic performance, and a significant reduction in the risk of numerous chronic diseases. But how does one navigate the complex world of nutrition and training to achieve such a specific and challenging target, regardless of age? We're about to demystify this journey, providing a scientifically grounded, no-nonsense roadmap to reaching 12% body fat. This isn't a quick-fix fantasy, but a strategic, sustainable approach that prioritizes health, leverages physiological principles, and delivers real, visible results. Prepare to unlock the secrets to a leaner, stronger, and more confident you. The Precision Path to 12% Body Fat. A scientific blueprint for all ages. Achieving 12% body fat, for men, typically signifies a level of leanness where muscle definition becomes prominent, and vascularity, visible veins, may start to appear, especially during activity. For women, a healthy body fat percentage is generally higher due to physiological differences, with 12% often being too low and potentially compromising hormonal health. Therefore, this discussion primarily targets the male physiology and the aspiration of 12% body fat. It's crucial to understand that this level of leanness is a performance or aesthetic goal, not necessarily a universally healthiest level, and requires significant dedication. The quickest path doesn't imply shortcuts that compromise health, but rather an optimized path leveraging scientific principles for efficiency and sustainability. At its core, body fat reduction, regardless of the target percentage or age, boils down to one undeniable scientific principle: a consistent caloric deficit. You must consume fewer calories than your body expends. There is no way around this. However, the intelligent twist is how you achieve this deficit, and crucially, how you maintain it without sacrificing muscle mass, metabolic health, or mental well-being. This isn't just about eating less, it's about eating smarter and training strategically. The first critical step, often overlooked in the rush to cut calories, is to accurately establish your baseline metabolic rate and activity levels. This involves calculating your total daily energy expenditure, TDEE. Your basal metabolic rate, BMR, is the calories your body burns at rest. Online calculators can provide an estimate, but for precision, consider consulting a professional. Then, factor in your activity level: sedentary, lightly active, moderately active, or very active. Your TDEE is your BMR multiplied by an activity factor. Once you have your TDEE, you can create a deficit. For sustainable fat loss, a deficit of 500,750 calories per day is generally recommended. This aims for a loss of 1.5 pounds, 0.68 kilogram of fat per week. While aggressive deficits might seem quicker, they often lead to muscle loss, severe fatigue, nutrient deficiencies, and rebound weight gain. Remember, the goal is fat loss, not just weight loss. Next, and arguably the most pivotal dietary strategy, is prioritizing protein intake. When in a caloric deficit, your body is at risk of catabolism, meaning it can break down muscle tissue for energy. High protein intake, typically 1.62 grams per kilogram of body weight, is paramount for several reasons. Firstly, protein has a high thermic effect of food, TEF, meaning your body expends more energy to digest and metabolize it compared to carbohydrates or fats. Secondly, protein is satiating, helping you feel fuller for longer, which is crucial when calories are restricted. Most importantly, adequate protein intake helps preserve lean muscle mass during weight loss, ensuring that the weight you lose is predominantly fat. This is especially vital as we age, as sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, becomes a concern. The payoff? A leaner physique with retained muscle definition, which is key to that 12% aesthetic. Complementing protein, strategic carbohydrate and fat intake are essential. Carbohydrates provide energy for your workouts and fuel your brain. Don't eliminate them entirely, but focus on complex carbohydrates like whole grains, fruits, and vegetables. These are rich in fiber, which aids satiety and gut health, and release glucose slowly, preventing blood sugar spikes and crashes. Timing your carbohydrate intake around your workouts can be beneficial for performance and recovery. For fats, focus on healthy unsaturated fats, monounsaturated and polyunsaturated, from sources like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil. While fats are calorie-dense, they are crucial for hormone production, nutrient absorption, and overall health. Aim for around 20–30% of your total daily calories from healthy fats. The twist here is that while many diets demonize certain macros, a balanced approach, with a strong protein emphasis, is far more effective and sustainable. Now, let's talk about training. Achieving 12% body fat requires a dual approach: resistance training and strategic cardio. Resistance training, weightlifting, is non-negotiable. It's the primary stimulus for preserving and even building muscle mass while in a deficit. Muscle is metabolically active tissue, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat. Maintaining or increasing muscle mass will help keep your metabolism higher, making the fat loss process more efficient. Aim for 3–5 full body or split resistance training sessions per week, focusing on progressive overload, gradually increasing the weight, reps, or sets over time. Compound exercises, squats, deadlifts, bench presses, rows, overhead presses, are particularly effective as they engage multiple muscle groups, burning more calories and promoting greater hormonal responses beneficial for body composition. This is the intelligent twist. You need to actively tell your body to hold onto muscle, and lifting weights is how you send that signal. For cardiovascular exercise, think strategically. While steady-state cardio burns calories, high-intensity interval training, HIIT, offers a unique advantage for fat loss, especially for older individuals where time might be a constraint. HIIT involves short bursts of intense exercise followed by brief recovery periods. This method has been shown to induce a greater afterburn effect, EPOC, excess post-exercise oxygen consumption, meaning your body continues to burn calories at an elevated rate even after the workout is over. HIIT also appears to be particularly effective at targeting stubborn belly fat. However, HIIT is demanding, so integrate it carefully, perhaps 2–3 times per week, alternating with lower-intensity steady-state cardio or recovery days. Always listen to your body, especially as age can impact recovery times. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT, is the secret weapon often overlooked. This refers to the calories you burn through everyday movements not classified as formal exercise: walking, fidgeting, taking the stairs, cleaning. Increasing your NEAT can significantly contribute to your daily caloric expenditure without feeling like a structured workout. Aim for 8,000–10,000 steps a day, take walking breaks, stand more often. For individuals seeking that final push to 12% body fat, NEAT can make the difference, creating a subtle but consistent deficit that adds up over time. The payoff here is fat loss that doesn't feel like a chore. The mental game and lifestyle factors are just as crucial, if not more so, than diet and exercise. Consistency is king. This isn't about perfection, but about adherence over time. One bad meal won't derail you, but a week of inconsistent choices will. Sleep is another non-negotiable. Lack of sleep disrupts hunger-regulating hormones, ghrelin and leptin, increases cortisol, a stress hormone that can promote fat storage, especially around the belly, and impairs recovery from workouts. Aim for 7–9 hours of quality sleep per night. Stress management is equally vital. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, hindering fat loss efforts. Incorporate stress-reducing practices like meditation, deep breathing, or hobbies. The twist here is that while diet and exercise provide the fuel and stimulus, sleep and stress management create the optimal internal environment for fat loss to occur. Your body won't readily shed fat if it's constantly in a state of perceived threat. Regarding age, the fundamental principles remain the same, but the application might vary. As we age, our BMR naturally decreases, meaning calorie needs are generally lower. Muscle loss also becomes more pronounced if not actively resisted through strength training. Recovery times may be longer, so listen to your body and adjust training volume and intensity accordingly. Hormonal changes, particularly in men, e.g., lower testosterone, can also make fat loss more challenging and muscle gain slower. However, with consistent effort, appropriate nutrition, and smart training, achieving 12% body fat is absolutely possible at any age. It requires patience, diligence, and a commitment to understanding your body's specific needs. The payoff for older individuals is not just aesthetics, but also enhanced mobility, reduced risk of metabolic diseases, and improved quality of life. Finally, monitoring and adjusting are paramount. Body fat percentage isn't a linear journey. Progress will fluctuate. Track your progress weekly, not just by scale weight, but by body measurements, photos, and how your clothes fit. Consider professional body fat assessments, DEXA scan, calipers, BIA, for accuracy. If progress stalls for 2 weeks, gently adjust your caloric intake or increase activity. Don't make drastic changes. Small, consistent tweaks are more effective and sustainable. The intelligent twist is that this isn't a set it and forget it plan. It's a dynamic process of continuous learning and adaptation. The path to 12% body fat is a journey of precision, consistency, and self-understanding. It's not about magic pills or extreme deprivation, but about embracing the scientific principles of nutrition, training, and lifestyle. Start by calculating your needs, prioritizing protein, lifting heavy, and moving more. Don't just chase a number. Chase the discipline, the knowledge, and the incredible strength you'll discover along the way. Your leanest, strongest self is waiting.